Hello there, Prince, back again with another Monster Hunter Wilds video. Today I wanted to discuss a little bit of a topic about the next live stream. It's gonna be pretty much everyone knows, every fan knows that 23 of October is gonna be the next live stream with Ryozo Tsujimoto, and we're gonna be getting some interesting stuff. Now, as some of you may already know, a few days ago, I believe it was 2 days ago, if I remember correctly, there was the New York Comic Con. It was an event in which they showed some new stuff, but people weren't allowed to record or take pictures, but obviously some did. And in fact, we got a apparently they got the extended cut video. You remember the extended cut video that just revealed young Kutku? So they got an even more extended one with a little bit more gameplay in it, and apparently young Kutku, spoiler alert, young Kutku is going to be a pack hunt like we um, theorized, because in the reveal of young Kutku you could see so many of them, like I think like more than 10, if you look at the background as well. And apparently it's gonna be a pack hunt, and we don't know yet if one of the young Kutku's gonna be a alpha leader or if there's something else involved in this pack mechanic. All we know is that they showed a shot of young Kutkus, actually plural, running around, spinning fireballs, just like it would do in the older games. It's actually amazing, even though it's very low res. I can't wait to see the actual video in 4K. But other than just the young Kutku, they also showed a little shot about Kongalala spitting the blast breath after probably eating a nitro shroom, as we already saw in the live stream of the Scarlet Forest. And then apparently there was also a shot about Rathian. The shot is very, very bad, at a bad angle. It looks like Raffian just spit a fireball in front of her, so you don't really see the model very well, but we can assume it is true that it is Ratian, because the model pretty much looks like the Ratian model, and you can also see the spikes on its back, so I assume that take is not wrong, it's not a lie. And apparently the first guy that posted about this video information um, said that he heard a elephant trumpet at the end of the video, but then other people that were present at the event of the New York Comic Con said that that was not true, and then he deleted the post. Um, but apparently there is no elephant trumpet, so don't get too much of um, don't get too hype for Gamma's return. It could still be in the game now that the game has and features so huge maps compared to before. Like Rise was already decent in size, especially because the maps were more like the older gen games, where the areas were like more. Uh, I don't know how to explain it, but like if you compare like the ancient forest of Monster Hunter World to a map of Monster Hunter Wilds, it was less intricate and had areas where everything was more plain. Um, so I don't think Gamma was impossible in those games, but certainly isn't impossible in Wilds, because Wilds features very vast areas. Um, Another thing that was shown was apparently a art concept of Ufduna armor set and some of the weapons as well. and it pretty much looks like it took inspiration from Ufduna, uh, by the looks of Ufduna during the Plenty period, where her skin, her scales glow in many different colors. It almost looks like a rainbow effect on her skin, and it's pretty nice looking. And I'm really happy they went with that, because obviously, if Duna, despite being stronger during the downpour, it looks a little bit more on the scary side during the downpours, but when it's the Plenty period, she looks amazing, or he looks amazing. So, apparently, the rest of the thing that were discussed were confirmed. So we can assume that the Woodwoods will have different habits based on the weather system and the night and day system and whatnot. And they will give you side quests and trade items as well. Pop-up camps apparently can be customizable. I will assume it's going to be like some DLC stuff, and I mean purchasable DLC stuff. Usually that's how it goes in Monster Hunter. Usually the pay to DLC, it's always customizable stuff and never, pretty much never, monster quests or something like that. I hope they stay true to that. And and yeah, obviously we always have the expansion, but that's that's a little bit further away from Monster Hunter Wilds base game. So um, yeah, I wanted to discuss this and what we can expect at 23 October. Um, and honestly, even though they showed this video, Ryozo Tsujimoto, when announcing the live stream, he said that a bunch of videos, like he said plural, videos plural, are going to be shown at the live stream. And the live stream is roughly about 10 minutes as far as I'm concerned. And we can expect not only this video, okay, but many videos. Like I think at the very least two trailers. This one probably featuring, in fact, a more detailed reveal of young Kutku, showing the hunt as well, like and how it looks. And I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy to know that we can actually hunt the young Kutku. I was really afraid he was protected by the Woodwoods and it was more of a show off than anything. But I'm happy to know that I can craft his armor, his weapons. It's going to be such a nostalgic experience, and together with Kongolala as well. That's amazing. And but yeah, I will honestly expect another trailer, a complete new map reveal, which, in my opinion, is probably going to be a swamp-like environment, a swamp-like locale. And the reason I'm saying this is not only because the leaks make sense this way. But even if you don't look at the leaks, if you just take a look at the Paris Games Week of that took place during the marketing of Monster Hunter World, uh, in that event, back in Monster Hunter World, they showed the Rotten Vale reveal and some of the monsters that habit the Rotten Vale. And that makes sense because we're in October. It's basically the 23rd is basically marking the start of the last week of October, and it is the Halloween week. So it makes sense that they would show a locale that pretty much screams Halloween, right? Like disgusting stuff uh, can be featured in the swamp like locale. I will expect a swamp locale that looks a little bit like the older gen swamp. So essentially, very, very, very vast pla- uh, plains environment, like we had back then, and even some caves that where you can feature a lot of cave monsters. And well, not only that, but back then in the older gen Swamp, you had the difference between night and day. And if I remember correctly, actually, the night featured the poison puddles that were covering some of the entrances of some areas, so you could not actually access some areas, or you would get poisoned, and that was a pretty neat feature. So we can expect, if actually it is a swamp, we can expect an inclemency that uses maybe poison or some stuff like that. That would be pretty nice. And you can feature a lot of monsters here, not only the leaked monsters like Nursilla and Gypteros. Not only those, you can bring back like Kezu or Giganox as a cave monster. But if you feature some caves that look very um, rotten, you can feature some monsters that were in Monster Hunter World that were never portrayed in Monster Hunter Rise, like Odogaron, or I mean, I don't really want to see it, but you can feature the Great Gyros as well. It would be kind of perfect for such an environment. But yeah, I would love to see Odogaron back, as well as some other monsters that have the same model as Odogaron and Lunagaron from Monster Hunter Rise. So that would be pretty nice to have a swamp, and I really hope that's what they're gonna show us during the 23rd of October. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I think the leaks, especially now that the elephant trinket thing is kind of confirmed to be fake, or at the very least like a misinterpretation. Now that we know that the leak is still possibly true, so I would be really hyped to see a swamp. And at Game Awards, it would be pretty hyped to see a snowy mountain kind of locale, a tundra or whatever, where they can feature the other leaked monsters like Blangonga. That would be pretty hype, honestly. And another thing that we can expect at 23rd of October is a demo release. Now, I don't know exactly when they will release the demo. They can still announce it very early and then maybe release it November, probably, because November apparently is going to be a pretty empty month as far as I know, in regards Monster Hunter Wilds info, because there's no major event, if I reckon. Um, so that could be actually November. That could be the month in which they release the demo, so they could announce it. That would be pretty hype. But they could also do like very later or even before. I don't know if you remember, guys, if you were around during the Monster Hunter Rise marketing period, the demo was actually released the next day. So they announced the demo, and the next day it was on. Like, that was insane info. When I got that info, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to play the game the next day. Like, that was insane. So they could also do that. I don't know though. It would make more sense if they release the demo in November again. That will keep us pretty much entertained during the November month, and then during December we get the Game Awards, and they can reveal another map and prepare for launch, basically. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked this video, please leave a like, and be ready for 23rd of October, because I'm probably gonna make either a reaction and an analysis video, or just the analysis video. So regardless, look forward to it. If you like these kind of videos and you want more information, especially considering the fact I'm a veteran, so I know a lot of the stuff, even about the older monsters. And have a nice day and happy hunting, guys. Bye bye.